What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. White man talks trash about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He says garbage is trash, right? It's a failure. I always thought it was a failure too. I'm like, why do people want to go see a failed architectural project, right? Like when you go to Europe, when you think about, quasi old things, old accomplishments of old people, right? I wouldn't say ancient, but there's nothing ancient in Europe, because Europe is new, right? They don't have any ancient anything except for some rocks that they did not coordinate or lift up in any pattern. Stonehenge, right? They didn't do that, right? They know they didn't do that, right? But there's no architectural accomplishments you can say that are ancient or midway ancient or kind of super old, you know what I'm saying, outside of the modern day Gothic church building era. And, the great church building era. It took them like 200-300 years to build these churches, right, that they have in Europe. That's like the oldest, most significant thing they've ever built. All right, but that Leaning Tower of Pisa is a piece of shit. It's trash. It's literally falling. It's been falling. I don't know how old that damn thing is. A couple hundred years, whatever. It's been falling the whole time. That thing is going down. All right, gravity is taking its toll slowly but surely. I don't even think you can go up there anymore. I don't even think you can go to the top of that anymore. You used to be able to, but I don't think you can. I think they shut it down, right, because it's dangerous or whatnot, right? This white dude talking all kind of crash, but it's true. It's true. Listen, if you spend the majority of your existence fighting for the scarcity resources of the peninsula of the continent of Asia, then of course you wouldn't have time to build any monolithic structures like Africans. Clearly, we've had vast time frames of peace in order for our men, our baby making warrior age men, to be able to do something else other than kill other human beings, so they can gather the intellectual knowledge over decades upon decades, centuries of 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 fathers teaching their sons and their grandsons old freaking architectural tricks. You talking about families that got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations in one project. Vast stretches of peace to where you can build pyramids, you can build stone cities, you can build castles and all the grand. You can build the greatest, largest wall humanity has ever seen, and that's the Wall of Benin, not the Great Wall of China. That shit didn't even work. All right, the Great Wall of China is a big ass failure as well. All right, big ass project that took 20% of the rich oligarch population of China, enslaved 80% of the other population of China, and had them building that shit. All kind of dead Chinese bodies are buried along that goddamn line, because that was a death sentence to go over there and build that wall that could not keep the Mongols out at all, because the highest point of that wall is like 10 feet. They just went over top of that bitch. They just blew that motherfucker up with them cannons they got from them goddamn Dutch and them goddamn Portuguese. So yeah, but at least Asian people accomplished something. You can go to ancient China and see some shit. You can go to ancient India and see some shit that we Africans built, because the white folks and the Indians that's wanting to be really white, they not from India. They from the Caucasus Mountain. Them Caucasians, all right? All right, bringing their white supremacy down to the black African Indians who created and developed the Indus Valley, and created those black gods that those white European Caucasus coon-ass Indians turn blue just because they rather be close to whiteness. Anyway, everybody else done developed some shit, except for Europeans. I guess you would say this is their development. Millions of animals extinct, environments destroyed, ecosystems permanently collapsed. This is what they've built. This is their legacy. This era is Western civilization. But anyway, let's let this white man cook. He cooked every day. I'm looking at. I know he white. All right, but there's got to be some Iranian in there somewhere. Some Iranian, some Arab, something. There's an asterisk on this dude, right? There's an asterisk on this guy for sure. All right, because he's too woke. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa is what happens when a civilization graduates from lice-ridden caves into architecture and decides to freestyle without the math, physics, or structural coherence of anyone east of the Adriatic. This isn't a bell tower. It's a limp-wristed column of colonial ambition, hunched over like it's ashamed of being built on stolen Romanesque aesthetics, and a foundation made of wet bread and arrogance. This tower is not leaning. It's collapsing with delusion. Every floor is a ring of failure. You can see the inbreeding in the symmetry. columns copy-pasted like a family tree with only 2 branches. It's like someone tried to recreate a minaret but without geometry, literacy, or the moral hygiene of bathing more than twice a century. The architects who built this were probably still using chamber pots and throwing them into the street while measuring load-bearing angles with phrenology. The marble, imported with imperial pretension, but carved with the same hands that probably couldn't even read the blueprints, because there weren't any. Just vibes. You know who doesn't end up with a 183-foot tower falling over mid-construction and call it a miracle? Literally every civilization that had engineers instead of lice-infested nepotism chains, masquerading as guilds. Pisa brags about this thing like it's cute, but if your city's crowning achievement is an architectural accident held together by 800 years of international pity and preservation grants, it might be time to ask, do you guys choose to be like this? Or is it from the centuries of inbreeding? This isn't a monument. It's a metaphor. A European empire with delusions of grandeur, leaning too far into itself until gravity and history corrected the trajectory. Gope. Check all my sources and notes for this video at jorgethevanguard.com.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.